Hi, excuse me. Goodness, what a way to start your video. Very rude. Try again. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. If you can hear a noise in the background, it's my noisy oven that's cooking my dinner. It used to not be noisy, but then a few years ago there was a local company called Oven Fairy that came and cleaned your oven and your barbecue, and so I got them to come out, and ever since they did that cleaning, which was immaculate, it was fabulous. They're not quite as clean anymore, but anyway, so ever since they did that, the fan inside the oven makes this rattling noise all the time. The guy did something sort of, I don't know what, when he must have bumped it and something's out of place now. I tried to get them to fix it and they said they did, but they didn't. So if you can hear that, that's all it is. Some yummy chicken wings cooking in the oven in some soya sauce and some lovely cherry jam. It's just delicious. Anyway, and veggies I'll have with it. So, okay, that's enough of that nonsense. You're looking at my darling Lottie in another romper. Now this romper is one of my favourite styles in that it comes up but it doesn't have it. Let me just show you. I don't know how to explain why it's my favourite. Can you see it's sort of got a bodice on it? It doesn't have straps, so that's what I really love. But the strap, it actually does have straps, but they cross over at the back, so the front is exactly how I love it, with a great big bubble bottom on it and just a nice simple bodice on the top. So it's very plain, which I love. That's my favourite look, I think. I love styles that look sort of gender neutral. I love to see little girls in dungarees that are boys' dungarees, but then they've got like a pretty blouse underneath, that kind of style. I love that. And that's what this romper reminds me of. It's by a company called Tutto Piccolo, and I've had it for a few years. Underneath she's just wearing a plain bodysuit. I don't know what the brand is, but I've had that forever. So it's just a plain white bodysuit with a Peter Pan collar and a little trim around the edge of the collar, you know, that nice picot trim, and then the sleeves are puff sleeves. Let me just move your bunny, darling, so everyone can see your sleeve. So that sort of denotes it's a girl's outfit. So that's what she's wearing. Now the strange thing about the romper is that I'm not really sure what colour it is. It's the tiniest little checks. And I think it might be grey and white checks, but I just can't tell because sometimes they sort of look navy, other times it looks like a very dark sort of forest green. But I've decided for purposes of, I don't know what, sanity, to call it grey and white check. So I've put a grey bow in her hair on an grey elastic lace band, and then to make her a little bit girly, I've added white frilly socks and then next socks in the newborn size. They're tiny, they just fit her perfectly. And then her shoes are a beautiful, they're suede, real suede leather, in a beautiful kind of raspberry colour, and they do up with a raspberry satin ribbon around the top of her foot. And I added those just for a bit of brightness and to show that she is really a girl. Now, I did think of something else I was going to say, but it just left my head. What was I going to say? I don't know. But the little shoes are a size 15, and they're by Mayoral. I think that's what I was going to say. Mayoral, yeah. And they fit her quite well. They would be too big without the socks, but with the socks they're a pretty good fit for her feet. And I don't think you can get really, well, I was going to say you can't really get smaller than 15, but I do have those size 14 tiptoey joeys in leather that are smaller, and she can't wear socks with those because they are quite snug on her feet, but because the leather's so soft that they fit her feet really well. They also fit Pippa and Jonty, would you believe? Yeah. Anyway, so that's what she's wearing, and she's got her Rattle, her what's this, Jellycat bunny. It's a Rattle. So sweet. So she's got a pink one and a blue one, but I was in a blue mood today. So there she is, and there's my Lottie in another romper. Now I think this is romper review number 11. I think so. I'll check when I upload the video and put it in the description, but I think it's number 11. And I got an email from a friend overnight that was there when I woke up, and she's been influenced by my rompers, and she's bought a most beautiful pink romper for one of her dolls. It's gorgeous. It's pink and it's got smocking across the bodice, and it's got a big bubble bottom on it. It's just gorgeous. And I think it had puff sleeves as well, and perhaps a collar. Yeah, I think it had a Peter Pan collar. So anyway, I'm glad I've influenced one person towards rompers, because really they're my favourite things. We have barely scratched the surface of my romper collection in this 11 that I've done so far. Although, I mean, a couple of those were the babies, weren't they? They weren't even all 11 of Lottie. I'll still keep doing rompers a bit longer because, believe me, it's so hot here still. It's boiling hot. It hasn't rained today, but most days it rains a little bit, and every time it starts I get a bit worried, a bit nervous, but it's very light rain and it doesn't last. And every day they tell us it's going to be raining and pouring and thunder and lightning and all that stuff, very, very frightening, but it hasn't really done that much. And fingers crossed, if we don't get rain tomorrow, the roofmen are going to come back and repair my roof tomorrow. But the weather report says 50% chance of rain, so we'll see. I've still got all the buckets and the trays in place and everything all over the place in the kitchen. I haven't put it away because I don't know if it's going to drip again, so I'll just wait till the roof's repaired and then I can get my kitchen back to normal. Did I tell you anything? No, I didn't. I didn't tell you anything because I started off spluttering and trying to clear my throat, didn't I? So it's Sunday night at 7:30. And that's all I have to tell you, really. I've just been out the front putting my rubbish bin out because it's bin night, and my beautiful, beautiful West Australian flowering gum has burst into blossom, and I had two of the most beautiful rainbow lorikeet birds making beautiful little tweeting noises and taking all the nectar from the flowers. It was gorgeous. Unfortunately, I didn't take this camera out with me, otherwise I could have shown you. But anyway, it was beautiful. Perhaps I will do that another day if I remember, and then I can show you. So I think that's about it for now. I was determined to make a short video so as not to torture anybody. So I guess I will just leave it there, and yeah, I think I will. I've been playing a bit with Odette. I've changed her outfit a few times just to see which one I really love on her, because I'm going to take her to our general dog club meeting and show her off, but that's not for another 3 weeks. We had our committee meeting yesterday, so that was good. That's just the absolute committee, so there should be about 13 people there, but several were sick. I think we had 2 or 3 away. So that was good. It's always good to talk about dolls, although the committee meeting's more about arrangements and, membership and complications and the details for the fair and all that kind of stuff, but I love it anyway. Alright, my darlings, I will stop because I just went on then like I always do, but now I really will stop. So thank you very much for visiting Lottie and visiting me and visiting our little jellycat bunny. And I'll just tell you that she is in her, changing basket. Let me see if you can see it under there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can sort of see that. Let me show you up the head end. You can see the handles. It's a fabulous flat kind of basket. It smells beautiful, like it's freshly woven kind of stuff, whatever the stuff is, I don't know. Some kind of reed, I suppose. Anyway, it's wonderful, and I love putting her in it. I actually she's got 2 chairs under her, and then I put the basket on top. And that's how I film in the kitchen when I want her lying like this, when I want you to see her from this angle. Anyway, I just did it again. So this time, Holly, if you're watching, I'm really, really going, I promise. So thank you everyone for joining me. I know you've all had like this horrible cold, freezing cold weather that I can't even imagine. So I hope you're all snuggly warm inside. And I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. and I'll talk to you all soon. So goodbye everyone, take care and be kind to each other. Bye bye.